back on simpler times. A time when a friend of mine and I used to just go gaga over this neighbor that she had that we would affectionately call eye candy. So this poem is called Eye Candy. And in it you'll hear candies that you may have had when you were younger. Some of the candies they don't even sell anymore. So this poem is Eye Candy. Eye Candy was the name that my friend Taffy and I gave her. Toffee-colored, hot tamale, fine behind neighbor. I'm talking grand slamming, Mr. Goodbar, almond joy, downright visually delicious. Can you say, whew? We sit and imagine how our sugar daddy's Hershey's kisses would be. Would they indeed melt in our mouths? But he'd only kiss our hand. He was a Charlestown Chew, true gentleman, a real lifesaver of sorts. Yet his words could soothe like the coolness of a York peppermint patty. We get the sensation of being lost in the Swiss Alps whenever he smiled. Those lips were like caramel creams, honey. Sweet and decadent on the outside, yet nice and white within. Ooh la la. Sheer skittle sweetness for the eyes. Man, you could just taste the rainbow. But if you look too long, you could get an optical cavity. I've seen it happen. He's where black licorice eyes came from because his sugar baby Godiva and her three musketeers were mean. I'm talking fireball bad. Those Zagnuts were known to roll low and lollipop people all up and down Fifth Avenue. Them Twizzlers threw pop rocks that tore poor Reese's to pieces. Man, Mike and Ike were never the same after that. Godiva wouldn't stand for no Mary Jane staring at her Boston baked bean, if you know what I mean. And she surely wouldn't let no Jolly Rancher mess with him now nor later. But enough about that little whopper. Y'all, old Henry was the kind of man that they called Caramello, a real fine fellow. Had mounds of pecs that perplexed me, no Tootsie Rolls on those abs, nope, definitely not chunky. He was just plain M&M fine. A real Alexander the Great, bar none, he was no zero. I bet you ain't a man on Mars or the Milky Way that could lay a butterfinger on him. Compared to him, they were all nerds, real lemon heads. To us, he was simply eye candy. We'd use the pixie six of our sight to sip up every inch of him. It's the memory betwixt two friends who snickered on a stoop like a couple of squirrel nuts. That's just what chickle sticks do when they dot their view on eye candy. Isn't that cute? And it's just a reminder to remember simpler times. And it's so easy to get overwhelmed with everything that the news is saying and everything that's going around in the world. But if you could just remember, just a day maybe when you had your favorite food, or when you and a friend laughed until your belly hurt, and live in that moment for just a moment, and then hopefully you can come back refreshed. Again, I'm Angela Alexander, and this is encouragement through spoken word. Make it a great day.